Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to cleanse the space, to clear out all negative and lower vibrational energy from our mind, body, and soul, home, and heart. Placing the white light of protection around us with his blue seal. As well as I'm going to call in Merlin, and I'm going to call in Archangel Metatron and Freya. So we're going to be reading more out of my Psychic Empath book. And we are on Empaths can sense the subtlest energy. So it states the ability of highly sensitive people to pick up on subtle energies is not as fine-tuned as that of an empath. An empath can detect even the tiniest bit of emotion because they are connected to people on a very primal level. Absolutely, guys. So when I used to have somebody that their eyes used to turn black when they would go into like a state of rage, I literally would have anxiety and extreme anxiety for like months afterwards. This is before I woke up and before I knew how to shield or cleanse or anything. I thought I was experiencing the anxiety and then as soon as I would quit the job, I no longer had that anxiety anymore. So it was only circumstantial. It was their anxiety that I was experiencing. So it states, an empath can, so it says, on the other hand, highly sensitive person would pick up on the energy of other people, and they will merely pick up the general vibe and miss out on the subtlety. An empath is more likely to go through the roller coaster of emotions, but a highly sensitive person is stuck in a cycle of negative thoughts once they are triggered. So it looks like the highly sensitive person is going to start to think negatively, but the empath is more going to go on through a roller coaster of different emotions, which is why I was experiencing that anxiety. States empaths internalize the feelings of other people. When empaths perceive that emotions of other people, it doesn't stop there. They upgrade their people's emotions to become their own. Exactly, I was taking on other people's emotions. Thus, if someone in a world of pain, the empath is forced to feel the pain too. In that sense, the empath is merely of other people they interact with. Highly sensitive people cannot internalize other feelings of people. They have million insecurities and both real and imagined, on what happens if someone will say something or do something and the highly sensitive person will be triggered. Highly sensitive people have very sharpened observation skills, and they vet people's deeds against the database of their own insecurities. Once the negative train of thought starts, there is no stopping it. So I completely understand that as well too. It says empaths have trouble distinguishing someone else's discomfort from their own. So a lot of times you don't really even know, especially when you're going through it, if those are if that's your depression and anxiety, or if that's someone else's. It says, so pay attention, and then bam, you start experiencing agonizing thoughts, even though you haven't internalized any of those thoughts. You cannot tell the source, and so you suffer quietly. On the other hand, the highly sensitive person can distinguish their emotional distress from other people's emotional distress. So I'm going to leave that at that, but it's interesting information, guys. They're both highly sensitive to other people, so it can be a little bit confusing, but I would just say the best bet that I have learned, whether you're highly sensitive or whether you're an empath, is just to make sure you're grounding on a daily basis. Get outside in nature, walk barefoot on Mother Planet Earth. I also take an anchor and I drop it from my root chakra down to Mother Gaia, wrapping around her crystalline core so that I can be grounded for the day. That really helps. Make sure you're shielding, taking Epsom salt baths with tablespoon of baking soda like once, twice, 3 times a week. As well as you can imagine the shower being a golden shower to cleanse your auric field and calling back your energy and shielding. So I love you all. I hope that helps, and namaste.